Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. Well, I hope everyone is doing okay. They have massive fires in LA and Orange County today. And I heard 90,000 people had to evacuate. So that's a lot of people. If any of you make it this far down here, if you need food, you can call 211. So let's see, 90,000 people. Well, 90,000 people are without power, which is nothing but miserable. And then 70,000, I think it was, had to evacuate. So these power outages are really bad, especially as winter comes. We had a freak thing happen last year. My son was going from San Diego to Las Vegas and got caught in a blizzard. And we generally don't have blizzards, and if he hadn't had his big truck, I don't know what would have happened. So this video is if you have potatoes, you're probably not going to run out of food. Potatoes, and if you have some cheap food. So I baked some potatoes because I want to make some potato stuff tonight. So this month I've bought very little food, but I did buy, I bought 4 pounds of chicken from Walmart for $5. I bought one of these turkey loaves just in case anything goes wrong. It's better than nothing. I don't really have room for a turkey. And then today I bought some Black Label bacon. And what I did is I see how my bacon is pretty meaty. I searched through the bacon to find the one with the least amount of fat. And then I bought 10 pounds of potatoes. And I like these because they were smaller potatoes. So it was $10 for a package of Black Label bacon and 10 pounds of potatoes. So if you have potatoes, chances are you're probably not going to starve. So I want to make some various potato stuff. And so first I want to make my potatoes into some twice baked potatoes. So in here I have some half evaporated milk and half water, half and half. And I heated it because I want to make some mashed potatoes to stuff my potatoes with. So I did the macaroni and sausage. What I did, I guess it was about a month ago, is I bought cheap meat. You know, dollar packages of meat from the Dollar Tree, cans, stuff like that, and I've been cooking those up. So the good thing about these is after you make them, if you want, you could freeze them. So I have evaporated milk, and I want to put the potatoes in my milk and mash them with some butter. And I didn't have any sour cream, but I had cream cheese left over, so I'm just going to use a little cream cheese. You know, the cheese is really going to stretch your budget too. Probably tomorrow I'm going to buy some cream cheese and some sour cream. That's really going to help me out when I'm eating this. Cheap cheese will really, owie. I just baked these just before I took them out. Owie. I want to turn this on broil. I'm going to broil my twice baked potatoes. So you know, what is this? I don't know if this is alive or not. I'm not taking a chance. If, you know, we start now kind of adjusting to spending way less money, then, you know, no matter what happens, it's going to make it so much easier on us. On these evacuations, you know, as it gets colder and colder, it's more and more dangerous. So that's why I'm always thinking about evacuation. And rather than go to a convention center, I would much rather stay in my car if I possibly could. That's why I want to get a van as soon as I can. But I don't want to get a van or anything else until the time is right. That is the whole trick in life. Okay, so I put a little margarine, and then I have cream cheese. I don't have any sour cream, so this will do though. It'll give my, it will taste good in my twice baked potatoes. So, I was thinking, and I'm probably not the only one thinking it, but I am just the only one who said it on YouTube. I wonder if where these fires are Democratic swaths. You know, this election is likely, you know, who knows, anything could happen. It could be one of those elections where every little vote counts. You never know. So now I have some dry chives. The smoke is so dangerous in these fires. What I expect to happen is, I expect all of the fire, you know, the smoke from the fire to drift down here. Remember the last time and I showed you guys? So I'm just going to put these back in the same pan I had them. The evacuation is traumatizing. You know, even if you're fully prepared with fires, you don't know what's going to happen. If you're going to come home and your house is going to be vandalized, or, you know, you're going to suffer all kinds of damage to your house, even burning, you know. This fire thing in Southern California is unbelievable. A long time ago, if you had a fire like this, you didn't actually have to worry about another fire for like 20 years, but that's not the case now. Okay, so here's my potato part. And so what I had, so this is the baked potatoes and the cheap food. So what I had is this hot dog chili sauce. So I heated half a can so that I can put chili and cheese on one, a generous amount. So these are going to be left over. My macaroni and cheese that I made last night was really good left over. And then I cooked 2 pieces of bacon. So I want on the other one bacon and cheese. So chili and cheese on one. Anything you have, broccoli and cheese, anything is good on these. I love bacon. So it's chicken, bacon, and hamburger. You know, if you're really, really broke, get the bacon ends. You know, for $6 you can get a big tray of bacon ends. Okay, and then today at Walmart I bought some sharp cheddar cheese. And I want to put some on my my twice baked potatoes. You could bake these up in advance and freeze them. That would be great. So now on the other potatoes, I want to eat those like potato skins, but I want to eat them with some gravy. So I want to make myself a little batch of gravy. So if all of the food that you had was a little bacon drippings that you saved in your freezer and some gravy and bread, that would be good too. Or gravy and potatoes, but also gravy and bread is really good. So this is really concerning about these fires. Okay, so potatoes and cheap food. Potatoes, a big bag of potatoes, and as much bacon as you can afford. So then for cheap food, chili with no beans, that's 50 cents a can. Vienna sausages, those are 50 cents a can. Potted meat, 50 cents a can. Tuna, pizza crust mix, 52 cents at Walmart. Mushroom soup, 50 cents. And then marked down in damaged cans, and then canned milk for $1. And then bacon, cheese, hamburgers, chicken, pork sausage. That pork sausage was with macaroni and cheese was really a good combination. And eggs. So the most important thing that we don't want to do right now is catch the COVID. So what I started doing is I started folding paper towels in about 4 pieces and putting that inside of my mask. Also, I'm trying to limit the amount of trips. I was outside walking and this lady in a mask came up and said, "Why don't you have your mask on?" Okay, we need to wear masks, but we don't need to be stupid about the masks. No one wants to wear a mask, but if you're around people, yes. But if you're out in the open air, you really don't need a mask, in my opinion. But you're all welcome to wear masks outside, but in close quarters, it is dangerous. So what you want to do is you want to socially distance inside and out. So, not being stupid about the mask thing, but being careful and cautious. Okay, I have some powdered milk. This is half evaporated milk and half water. I just happen to have some left in the can, so I said, oh, this is a good way to use that up. So our most major concern is do not catch the COVID. So what I think we're seeing is a second wave. We're also seeing people rebelling about wearing the masks. I hate it too. I think the mask, in a way, you have to be very careful. You cannot count on a mask 100%. What I'm doing with the mask thing is I'm being very careful with the masks. I know they're not going to protect me 100%. The problem is now they're very inefficient, and it is not uncommon for you to be waiting in line 10 minutes and you're standing in clusters of people, and that's where it gets dangerous. So the major thing we don't want to do is catch the COVID. Okay, and then if we are confronted with a disaster, we want to evacuate to survive. And when we're trying to survive starvation and the cold. So now if you have to evacuate and you have to go to one of these convention centers, you may come in contact with the COVID. That's the problem. Uh-oh, I wonder if yummy. Okay, you guys, so, that goes back to the most important thing. You don't want to take a look at these, you guys. These are going to taste very good with my gravy. And this is a dirt cheap meal, you guys. I like to make my gravy kind of like soup. And if I don't eat all this food tonight, that is okay because I will eat it tomorrow. If you make some pretty good food, you know it's going to be good left over. So we all need to be thinking about the evacuation. So this one's a chili, and this one's a chili, and this one's a chili. Yummy. And then I have one bacon and one bacon. Then I have basically 3 potato skins. And those are good for dipping in gravy. So what I want to do now is I want to put my potatoes that I have left over. I don't want to fill my potato skins with them because I want to eat my potato skins with gravy. You could also, though, you could put cheese in them. So I'm going to make mine like a half and half. This is really not that big of a batch of gravy. I'll probably eat it all tonight. That wasn't a very substantial lunch, the cheese bread. That's all I had. But this is a tasty little collection. So, even though I'm being incredibly cheap, I'm not suffering. Not at all. Okay, you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless you all.